Alright, welcome to our video. Here's Andrew's intro. You haven't even seen this yet.
No, I haven't seen anything.
Probably great.
My name is Andrew K. Andrew Knutson.
I make putts.
And I make putts sometimes. Helicopter flying over right now. Jesus.
Yeah, this is me. I play disc golf. My name's Stuart. And yes, we're doing this commentary outside, so there's going to be some noise. This intro is kind of pointless. I'm not really sure why I put this on here. We're just kind of like running out of shit to say. Oops. Stuff to say. Okay, well, here we go. Here's some action.
So this is hole 10 at Whittier Narrows, and this is my S-Line DDX.
That's what I thought it was. I wasn't sure.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew's kind of the Philo of our twosome. He's very deliberate.
So this one, I actually hugged the tree line a little bit more than I wanted to, but it ended up working out pretty well.
That's a circle's edge look.
Mm-hmm.
You can see I've got an S-Line PD right here, a little flippier one. There was a right to left crosswind, so I was kind of trying to let this one play into that and sort of stay in the fairway. But yeah, instead I decided to pretty much try and throw it straight out of bounds and get real lucky that that tree right there kept me in the yard.
Good tree.
Yes. So I've got, I don't know, 60 feet to the basket. There's a tree in the way, ceiling in the way. So I'm just looking to lay this one up. It's a headwind too, not really trying to run this at all. So goal met.
Well done.
Nice and easy.
And I do not remember any of the wins, so I won't be speaking to that, but here's my putt. This is definitely outside of the circle, I would think.
Yeah, 30, 36, 37 feet maybe. Distracting green. You got the 5-0 driving by. Huh.
Not enough want.
It's a good run. I think I remember I almost missed that putt. I was nervous. It's like, oh my god, he's filming. You're not missing that one.
Nope. Just
hey, look at how pretty that is.
drop it in.
Rio Hondo in the background. It's actually kind of nice. Rose Hills.
Hole 11, slight turnover with a backhand right hand or a forehand works well for this shot. This is my Star Leopard 3. I'm just trying to throw it hard and throw it straight and let it turn over on its own, but it just decided to go dead straight and maybe about 50, 60 feet past the basket, so.
That's a nice flight though.
It's a nice flight. Not looking too stoked.
You don't look too stoked on it, but it was a good flight. And yeah, I've got a forehand, so I'm going to take a S-Line DD3 right here. This is a 170 gram. I'm really liking this disc for forehands especially. And this is just a little unlucky right here. There was some headwind, and you can see it got straightened out, but there's just zero ground reaction there. So
you have been throwing that disc well with the forehand, so
yeah.
I'd say it's a good choice.
I like it. I like it a lot.
A long jump putt up approach.
Right.
Not really trying to make it, but if it goes in, cool.
Oh yeah, this is a great run.
Yeah.
Dang. Good run. Good look. Let's see. Oh yeah, geez Louise. This is right around circle's edge, but I really wanted to make this, and I knew that I was on camera, and I was like, all right, cool. Let's just been putting really well lately. It's a tailwind. You know, you can't putt this too hard. Just be nice and aggressive with it. And then that happened. That's just,
You know, it's a little high, but looked like you were pretty much on line.
You could hear me laughing maniacally the whole time I'm tapping this out because I was so embarrassed. Yeah. That's the putt you want.
Yeah, nice and easy.
So a couple pars there, both still even on this back nine.
So hole 12, it's pretty long. There's some trees in the way. You kind of have to hit a specific line if you want to reach all the way there. So I'm pretty much just gonna go and try and crush this AJ Destroyer I got in my hands, and I yanked it.
Leaked it right.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tricky tee shot because you got that bushy tree on the left and the bushy tree on the right. So you have to throw it in the middle of those two, but you need something that's going to straighten out, and there's always either a headwind or a right to left on this hole. So I actually took basically the exact same disc that Andrew just threw. It's sort of like both of our flip up Destroyer, and I did the opposite right here. I just threw it early release, took my hat off like a little boy, and acted really upset about that. Yeah, we all get frustrated, but it's embarrassing.
So this is my Star AVR 3, just trying to throw a pretty gentle forehand upshot. I am left-handed, so that is my more natural sidearm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should we even attempt to explain your ambidextrous? So Andrew is left-handed naturally, but he throws his drives right-handed, and that makes it so his sidearm, like a lefty sidearm and a righty backhand, pretty much move the exact same way. So yeah, he's got some issues. That is a soft P-line P2 from me right there.
Well done.
Yeah, that was just an easy. You know, if I was Ricky Wysocki, I probably would have like jump putted and made that, but since I'm not.
A little tester here for me.
And the bonus roll just for fun.
Ouch.
You know, sometimes this putt's even harder because you already missed one and you don't want to walk away with a double.
I putted it with my AVR.
Yeah.
Wow, I must have been frustrated.
Style points. Yeah, no kidding.
I just wasn't messing around.
Yeah, so that's a 4. That's no big deal. It happens. That's a tough green. You're 5 feet away from that road, and thumb.
There it is.
Every time Andrew films anything, there's got to be a thumb involved. So this is the double island hole. We got to go way across to that second island all the way over there. I am using a C-Line MD4, but it just hit that second curve.
Yeah, almost got it. Just a little unlucky. And what am I throwing here?
This is your
That's
eagle.
my eagle, yes.
11X eagle.
11X eagle. Just trying to throw a nice smooth hyzer and just trying to avoid all the trees and, you know, get the distance correct. It's tough. It's
That's an interesting disc choice because it's not a long hole vertically. Like, you don't need to get like too far down the fairway. It's just all about getting left.
Mm-hmm.
But Andrew really used the glide there and just like a really perfect hyzer angle, and he got it all the way over.
Yep, got on the island. I was very happy with that shot.
So this is from my drop here. This is for a 3. Once again, really thought I had a good shot at making this putt and just pulled it right out of my hand. Knew it as soon as it left my hand. So that's going to be a 4.
And this is me for a birdie. I really want to make this because it's not easy getting on this island and even having a look at 2. And I blew it.
That was a headwind putt. You could see. Actually, I remember this. Watch how low I put this. See?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I watched your putt and I knew that thing lifted. I think you probably would have made that putt if you had calculated for the headwind, but it helped me out, so I can't complain.
Well, I'd rather miss high than low. So.
Oh, totally. Not 10 times out of 10.
Yep.
Okay, so we're on to hole 14 here. This is a pretty easy one. There's a waste area with barbed wire on the right, and you could get electrocuted, so you don't want to throw it over there.
Yeah, that's probably the only part about this hole that's difficult, just having those towers on the right and knowing that, you know, you could land in them and be out of bounds. So,
Star Eagle?
This one, yes, this is my my Star Eagle. It's my Darth Maul Star Eagle, actually.
Yeah, right.
And I played it a little tentative. I was a little scared to swing it as wide as I wanted to, so I'm gonna be a little short left.
Well, that's kind of like what I tried to do on 10 with my PD. I tried to like turn it into the wind, and it just hyzered, so I could see that. And then this is that red DA3 again. I haven't been throwing, at this point in my life, I hadn't been throwing backhands very well, so fuck. I love this too because I stepped into the exact same position. Like,
Stutter step.
I stepped back and then did the exact same thing again.
You are throwing this disc so well with your sidearm.
I thought I had an ace on camera right there.
That was really good.
That was real close.
So another long jump putt approach, kind of running it, kind of not. Just don't want to blow it by too far or anything like that.
And there was a good amount of wind in this round. There was probably 15 miles an hour.
Yeah.
At this point, it would have been tail left to right, basically. So that's a great run from that distance to keep the height on it and to keep it on line in a cross tail.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's...
That's a great birdie.
Yeah, I really thought I missed that putt, but it went in.
It went in.
That's kind of a theme for this round. Putter wasn't exactly very hot. Okay, so hole 15. This is a mess.
Ridiculous.
This is a dumb hole. There's a mandatory that they had just painted on that tree on the left, and Andrew and I were just kind of like, no, I don't know if there's some lefty out there painting mandatories on, but that's just kind of ridiculous.
We're just trying to go up the middle between these two trees and
or directly into the tree.
Ouch. And this tee pad, it's not level. There are little bumps that are kind of sticking up.
You can see it. Your left foot's on it right now.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but the tee pad faces like 50 degrees left of the direction that you want to be throwing. It's just a very confusing hole and a very tight gap off the tee.
It's just an awkward tee shot. It just feels awkward unless you've got, a power sidearm and just go left of everything.
Yeah. And that's not easy to do. And there's always a headwind on this hole.
So I turned mine over a little bit.
What did you throw right there? I was curious. It was a white disc. You only have
maybe a night strike.
Oh, okay.
Might have been my night strike.
You know what? Your night strike's so pink that it's almost white. I threw an Evolution Instinct off the tee and threw it straight into a tree, so it doesn't really matter. This is a shot. This just drove me up the wall. I should get up and down from here, 8 out of 10 times at least, and that's just really sloppy.
Sawed it off a little bit, maybe a little too high.
Yeah, I'm really lucky that even stayed in bounds. And
so I don't even really remember how my drive ended up going left, because I thought I yanked it to the right.
Yeah, I think you kind of were tentative with it. It just faded.
Here we go. Wide straddle, trying to get around this tree.
Look at that.
Look at that posture.
Look at that posture. That's like 15 feet of straddle right there, guys. This dude is 6'3". That's no joke. And that's a really good effort.
I was actually pretty happy with that run.
I would be very happy with that effort.
It was really awkward. I don't practice that kind of a putt very often.
It got all the way there and it was still high. I mean, that's a really good look.
This is Stu to save his par.
Yeah, this is
around circle's edge, maybe a little longer, and
35 feet maybe.
Low ceiling. That was a good effort.
I thought I had that one. It did not drop. It just stayed up and caught the band. But like Andrew said, you want to miss high. You miss high, you're always going to be. You at least know that you committed to it and you gave it a chance to go in. This is a nice little 25-footer for Andrew here.
Got it.
Butter. Right on the pole.
Tester. It's definitely one that'll make you a little nervous.
Yeah.
Especially when you're being filmed and trying to make a little video like this for fun.
Exactly.
All right, so we got, 16 here?
Hole 16.
Pretty much a big high hyzer, stalling it out over these trees.
You can't. You have to throw over. I mean, I'm sure that some locals have like a crazy under route, but
this was my Simon Lizotte signature MD4. I'm blanking out on what it's called right now, but that was the pretty good
your
shot.
Crescent Falcon? I thought that was your PD2.
No.
I thought, because you threw it so wide, I thought that's what you were doing. Oh, your thumb just went again.
It could have been one of those two. I can't remember at this point.
Either way, that was a nice pull. It was just a little wide.
Yeah.
I'm throwing an S-Line PD right here, and this one is pretty much my most stable driver at this point. It's a mutated PD.
Got it nice and high, stalling out, crashing down towards the basket. That was a good shot.
That was nice. You could hardly see it land, but it landed right next to that tree on the left there. So we're both on the dance floor. We both got good looks.
This one looks like about 25, 28 feet.
Yeah, that's 30-ish. And this one's got a headwind on it too. He's putting right back at the parking lot. Oh. It's so painful to watch.
That one. That was tough to swallow. I thought I had a good putt.
That was pro side and everything.
Yeah.
That's just unfortunate. Look at the dejected look.
The ups and downs of disc golf.
I got a little 20-footer here. Just clean this guy up. Just feeling really good about this putt. And my goodness. That's one of those ones I did not think that was gonna touch the cage at all. I thought that was just pure. And when it happened, it really took me by surprise. But it's 2 on the scorecard.
All right.
Yeah.
Hole 17. Pretty long par 3. The only way you can really get there is if you throw it really high and really hard and get over those trees that are kind of right in front of the walking path.
Probably use a roller too, but for Andrew and I, we always try and just carry these trees, and that's a big pull.
That's a great looking shot.
Yep.
Got all the way across.
That's that DD3 again. I'm really liking that disc.
Well played.
Thank you.
And I'm trying to follow that line pretty much exactly, and I've got my... What do I got there?
That's your Corvette, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's my Star Corvette. I got it. It's got a Las Vegas Challenge stamp on it, which is pretty cool. Yeah. I'm just trying to crush it.
Yeah, he's been throwing this disc really well. Andrew likes a little bit more turn in his drivers than I do, but I think that's mostly just because I naturally throw things really flat, and Andrew's more of a hyzer flip guy. But this is on pure hyzer, and he carried those trees. And I mean, if you carry those trees at that height, at that distance, it's a crush. Like I don't care if he didn't get across the road, he's still pinned high.
I was still pretty impressed with how far I threw that on a pure hyzer, but I've got a jumper here, probably about 40-45 feet. I'm trying to make it, and not even close. No commitment. Couldn't even watch it land.
I think this is probably the first time I've ever gone long of this basket in my career, and this is, like Andrew was saying earlier, it's one of those ones where it's like, okay, I'm here, I have to make this putt. Like, this is one of those birdies you don't get very often, and that was like,
sailed it.
Honestly, that was probably the worst putt that I have on film in a long time. That's really, really not how I play the game, and I was really upset with that one. You yanked the phone away from Andrew there. But, at the end of the day, it was a good drive. My form was terrible on that throw, and I still got it over the tree, so I'm not super pissed. So here we got hole 18. It's going to be a headwind right to left. This is another hole where the angles are just bonkers. So I'm going to attack this with a flex forehand, and the crosswind and the angle, I just put too much on it, and it traveled more right to left than like forward. And so I'm left with a long look there. And
there's like one tree that's kind of in front of the green that you kind of have to miss if you want to park it.
Yeah, that one we're zoomed in on right now.
I am trying to, I'm trying to go right of that tree. I'm trying to swing it with a hyzer. This is a G-Star Destroyer, which is actually pretty stable for me for whatever reason.
Oh yeah.
And with the head crosswind, I figured it would flip up a little bit, so I'm just trying to throw it hard, see what happens. Whoa!
I remembered.
A little higher than I was trying to throw. I didn't get nearly the distance I wanted. I'm kind of
you said something hilarious after that shot too, and I can't remember what it is now.
I think it had something to do with the result wasn't that bad, but that was just way off.
You said something like, well, I just I can't remember what it was, but it was fucking hilarious.
Maybe I was a little speechless from that drive, but here's my little flick approach.
Oh my God.
And somehow I squeaked through the tree.
I did not see that you got that close. I remember you looked back and said something to me, but I did not notice that it was that sketchy. That's classic.
So Stu, it's probably got about 40, 45, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah,
not quite sure.
It's a long look, and this is another headwind jump putt. Yeah, I was running this for sure, and
looked really good.
Thought that I had it for a second.
That was a really nice go.
That's more like how I putt. So
me just trying to finish off with a par.
Little tap out here.
Maybe about 12, 15 feet, not very far, but still enough to make my knees shake a little bit.
Oh yeah. Perfect.
Got it.
You got to give it up to the crowd here. That's right. It's classy guy. I just kept thinking, like, I have to do something because you did something, but then this dude right here is going to think I'm crazy, but I'm going to do it anyway and just, wave to my imaginary friend.